Yeah, this your boy Kooley, the Southern President. You're not tuned in to the Rap Analytics Show, you know what I mean? Let's get it. This is the Rap Analytics Show, and I'm putting rap in the figure four. If you ain't on this on the internet, then tell me what else is you looking for. Presidential word to giving insight. Young Nino keeping shit tight. Either gave you an invite, and Kooley be talking on big mics. You in the right place for your mind. You in the right place for your grind. You in the right place for your music. You in the right place for your time. Cause I ain't never gonna waste mine. And since we got you tuned in, now it's time to start the show. And the real shit begins. The end. Yeah.
Let's go, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Nino, man. Rapping like we in the building. Stop playing. I got a special guest in the building. Who else we got in the building, man? Let them know what it is, man.
Man, you already know what's going on, man. Ether in the building, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Once again, we back, man. Shout out Kooley, Worthy. They ain't here with us today,
yes, sir.
So we're going to hold it down for the squad, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. Make sure y'all tapping in, paying attention. You already know what's going
on. Man, when I say before, I know you was about to get into it, but I got to say, man, real talk, when I say, man, this is going to be one of the dopest shows that we had, one of the most realest games that y'all really need to soak up on. This will be the artist. When I say in there, actually doing it, actually on the scene with it, actually in the mix with it, actually got the deal, like y'all need to pay attention. Stop playing, man. Introduce yourself. Let them know what it is.
Man, y'all know who it is and what it is, man. If you don't know the name, check the motherfucking chain, man. It's UMG artist Bigg Jigg, man. You understand me? Rick Ross called himself the biggest. Moneybag Yo called himself the largest. Man, I'm the hugest, baby. We in here, man. You understand me? We in here, man.
Y'all give it up for Bigg Jigg, man. Stop playing with it. Y'all know what it is, man.
Appreciate that.
Y'all know what it is, man. When I say, I just want to start off in the beginning when I met him, like real talk. I met him, man, actually a couple weeks ago, man. Ugly Money Music Summit, man. Dope whole setup, man. When I say out here doing this thing, one of the judges, also one of the artists, also one of the people that actually know what's going on and know what to look for when we talk about artists, actually got the deal. Right. Actually did everything successful to be able to get where he at right now. Right. So when I say y'all need to pay attention, fucking pay attention. Jude, where we coming from, man?
Well, you know, I'm from Chicago originally, you know what I'm saying, but you know, I've been messing around with Atlanta for years. You know, R.I.P. Shorty Low, man. You know, yeah. That was one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? I was coming back and forth. I moved from Vegas here to Atlanta, man. He kept on, you know, like, yo, Jig, you always coming down here doing business. You just get a crib down here. So, long story short, Shorty Low helped me find a crib. He helped me find a building for a business. And, you know, we got cracking, me and my partner. You know what I mean? We got cracking on the restaurant. And, you know, here it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9 years later. I'm still down here. And
still moving.
Still moving around,
still
baby.
Jigging, still moving.
20 summers I've been in this thing.
She give us that upbringing in Chicago. I'm gonna start from the beginning, man, because at the same time, people got to understand you, to know your story, to know where you came from. Right. Let's start from the beginning, man. Growing up in Chicago, bro, just that understanding, even back then to where it's at right now. Can you give us that?
Well, you know, I grew up in between Indiana and Chicago, man, because my parents got split. You know, when I was a shorty, so. You know, by my parents getting split when I was a shorty, you know, my mom was in Indiana, my pops was in the shop. So, you know, I was going back and forth a lot, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You know, of course it's wild, you know what I mean? I see what other people call gangster shit, but they ain't really seen it till they seen it to the magnitude how it is in Chicago, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But other than that, man, you know, I'm proud to be from both. I'm proud to be from the Midwest. I'm proud to be from both, man. Like at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying. So,
I mean, you think that upbringing kind of helped you navigate in different places the way you navigate now?
It definitely did, because see, I got a bunch of older cousins and stuff like that. So I was always the youngster around the cats. Everybody I hung with was older than me, had more money than me, had more everything than I had.
Let's go.
So that's why I try to teach a lot of the youngins now, and even my kids. I try to teach them, like, look, man, like, y'all running around with cats that's above y'all. Don't run around with cats beneath you. Right. You can't learn from nobody that's on the same level or beneath you. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk. Like, even if it's, I hate to say it, but even if it come to like dirtbag stuff that really ain't cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still best to run around with somebody that's, you know, that you can learn something from. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I used to be in the street, you know, hustling. You know, I wasn't hanging around with the nickel bag hustlers. I wanted to be around the plug. You know what I'm saying? Let me rub elbows with the plug.
Yeah.
So what I did was, the reason why I said it helped me navigate through life, because what I did was the same initiative I had when I was in the street hustling, I just reversed it to legit. So when I got in the business, you know, I never wanted to be the peon. I wanted to be, let me run elbows with the cats that's really getting it. I don't want to be around the wannabes.
What was that transition as far as what was that moment when you decided I don't want to be in the streets, I want to get into the music and actually be in the business of the music business?
Well, I had been dipping it, you know, shout out once again to Indiana. I had moved to Indianapolis, Indiana. And I was one of the biggest weed boys there. I ain't proud of that, but I'm just being honest. Allegedly. Well, it don't matter now, it was years ago. So I'm good. You know, I've been legit for over 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but you know, when I was there, you know, I was messing around with the music, and my cousin was on the radio there. He was on the radio in Indianapolis, Hot 96.3, I think it was. And what happened was I made a couple records with a couple of my partners who was really doing music at the time. And everybody, when they would put the records out and let people hear him in the street in Indianapolis, they was like, yo, who was the last dude? He fire, like his voice cold. And I'm like, me? I'm like, man, man, y'all can have that. I don't want to be no rapper there, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting money, you know what I mean? So then as I noticed, every time my partners who was really rapping at the time, salute to them, they was kind of feeling some kind of way, like, man, he don't even rap for real. Y'all on him like he dope. And I'm like, okay. So I said, well, boom, this is what I did. I took my money and I spent it and made me a song. My first song I ever made was with this girl named Janet. We made a song called Let Me In.
Shouts out Janet.
Yeah, we made a song called Let Me In, and my cousin played it on the local for the local in Indianapolis. Everybody like, yo, he hard. Who was that? So when I seen that, I said, damn, I might got something. Okay, so boom. Make a long story short, the transition for me was when I was dating this older chick. And I was still hustling, doing my thing, but it was a cat that she worked with that was kept trying to get at her. And instead of her, like, she was talking to him, but I kind of felt uneasy because it seemed like he was trying to set me up to like he trying to set me up to kind of rob me. Like, he knew I was getting money. So I was like, nah, man, I ain't feeling this. So what happened was I ended up telling her, you know how you think somebody hung up the phone?
Yeah.
She was on the phone one day, and the phone didn't hang up all the way. And I hear on the phone, like, yeah, you just hollering at that little young cat because he getting money. So I said, yo, come on, I'm on break. When she came home on break, I said, look, man, I feel very uncomfortable. I feel like dude trying to help you set me up. I said, I'm out. So I got the dip, and when I dipped, she ended up calling 12 on me, saying I'm riding around with 10 pounds of weed in the car.
So you was kind of right, though.
Yeah, so I got yanked over. They didn't find it. Thank God. And that made me say, you know what, I'm done. So I gave my partners at the time, like, y'all can have this. I'm finna do music. My family shitted on me. They was like, oh, you stupid. What you trying to do? Music? I'm like, yeah, okay, well, that's up to y'all. If y'all feel like that, fine. So I went probably the first 5. I didn't really get noticed until I did 106 in Park.
Okay.
When I did 106 in Park in 07, 08, that's when everybody was like, even my own mama was like, whoa, like, wait a minute.
I mean, shit, even before we did the 106 in Park, I mean, because obviously, like I said, I ask a lot of artists, like, what was that transition? It always, to me, it's a situation that happened. You say, you know what?
Right.
Fuck this shit, bro. I'm about to goddamn try this music shit.
Right.
You was already on it. Was there already family that was doing music besides your homeboys and shit like that? Or was music always in the bloodline? Or did you have aunties that was, you know what I mean?
Nah, my family was more kind of like athletes, kind of. Really.
Okay.
I mean, I got a couple family members that was, doing music, but not to the magnitude where, you know what I mean? Not there. They ain't take it to where I took it to. So it was just a thing. When I was growing up, I was a hip hop head. I always liked it.
Still is.
Still is. LL was one of my favorite artists.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Storyteller.
So LL, Scarface, and KRS-One was all my favorite artists. So, I used to be playing basketball with the headphones in, listening to them. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, it was something it was worth me trying.
Give us that work before you put it in, before you even made it to 106 and Park, because people think they can goddamn put out a record, throw that bitch on SoundCloud and make it to 106 and Park.
Nah.
They don't know the hustle, the struggle that you had to go through to be able to get into that position, to be able to be noticed. Talk to us.
Well, what I did was I had a manager at the time. He was from Brooklyn, and he actually knew the coordinator from 106 and Park. His name was Terrence Clayton.
Let's go.
Terrence Clayton was the guy that was getting everybody's stuff, getting everybody on 106 and Park. So he introduced me to Terrence Clayton. Terrence Clayton was like, "Yo, man, I've been hearing about you. Could you spit right now?" I was like,
he put you on the spot like
right
that?
on the spot. I'm in New York now. He put me right on the spot. Spit right now. I'm like, then my manager at the time, he was looking at me like, go ahead, you better go.
Right.
So I said, all right, boom.
Let's go.
So look, when I did it, he was like, they went and did their little huddle in the corner. How you feel about being on the air next week? I said, next week?
But hey,
National TV. So boom, I said,
Let's go.
all right, let's go. So boom, went up there. First week, it's crazy because when you see setups on TV, it's weird when you see it in person.
Yeah, give them the behind the scenes.
So
man.
behind the scenes, when I get there, you know what I'm saying, I see Terrence, I see Roxy. I looked at the space. The space ain't even real big. And it got...
They just make it look.
And
They
look,
do, yeah, they
all
do
that
all
camera
this,
angling, all that camera angling and everything make it look big, you feel me? And then like the outside, like it's people literally 200-300 people waiting to try to get free tickets to get in.
To get in.
And they couldn't get in because they, like every week it was outside people waiting to just get in, right?
Soul Train, boy. Stop.
Yeah, so boom, I did the first week, I won. I did the second week, I won.
Okay.
By the third week, I was feeling myself. I feel like I was that dude. Then I'm like, oh, I can do this. I ain't never been a battle rapper in my life. But by the third week, I said, man, I can do this. So boom, the fourth week, I got knocked off. But I only got knocked off because it was somebody that had a deficiency, and he was nice, but at the same time, I could kind of see, I felt the sway for him because
It wasn't Blind Fury, was it?
no.
was-
Blind Fury was cold. I liked the Blind Fury. It wasn't him. It was another cat. But that's what happened, man.
No, I mean just in that scenario of being able to set yourself up in that position, man. Like understand, like it's business and being the readiness and preparedness behind that shit. You was ready, you was prepared.
Right.
Even though you was doing your thing before that,
Right.
got out the game and you was ready to prepare. So when you said go, it was time to go.
Right.
Do you feel like artists is like that now?
No.
They're not ready.
No.
I mean, and you see a lot of artists,
No.
bro.
I don't think artists, I can't, what I will say is this. I ain't going to say all of them not ready, but I'm going to say some of them, only because of the fact of a lot of artists don't understand that it's more than rapping. They don't understand that this music business is not just about being able to flip words together.
Fact.
Because you got regular little 14, 15-year-old cats that'll rap you under the table in New York. Feel me?
Let's go.
It ain't about that. It's about the business side. And I think that if people need, like me, to this day, man, I've been in this business 20 years, but to this day, I still study. Like when I say study, I mean if I see somebody that's hot, I watch what they got going on. And if I see something that I can probably implement in my stuff, not be like them, but something that I think that I like, I might implement it into what I got going on already because I like what they got going on. But a lot of artists don't understand that you got to know where you got to know where you come from to know where you going.
Let's go.
Facts.
And a lot of these artists don't, like you ask them certain hip hop names. You know who Melly Mel is. You know who
Let's go.
Curtis Blow is. You know
go.
who KRS One is. These cats can't tell
Do
you.
your homework on Curtis Blow.
You know,
Do your homework
they
on
don't
that.
understand that. They don't understand that, and that's the thing where I think that it's the breakage of hip hop is the fact that cats don't try to be a student first. Like you got to be a student of this shit. You got to know, what's the ins, the outs. How to move, what to do, what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like what's important, how you get paid. Because at the end of the day, I see a lot of artists since I've been in the business, they come and go. And then not only do they come and go, but I see a lot of artists that's in
Let's go.
or that's trying to get in, they be mad because, oh man, I'm better than so and so. But you know what? It ain't that it ain't that you're not better than so and so. It's that so and so had his shit together.
Facts. And
That's what people don't understand. Like I hear a lot of people say shit about Soulja
Right.
Boy. Oh man, Soulja Boy had his shit together though. And that's the point of how you make money. You're not gonna make money off rapping. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question. If I ask you, If somebody come to you and said, what make money? What's gonna be your answer?
Shit, right business, good business.
If somebody asks you that, what you gonna say?
Money.
That's the right answer. That's what make money. Money make money. Money make money. You understand me? And that's what people don't understand. That's what make money. It ain't you. It ain't being no rapper. It ain't none of that. It's money that make money. When you see a dope boy out here hustling, what he got to go do? He got to go buy that product.
Facts.
He got to spend what? His money.
To go make that money.
So that's if people would take that same element and just reverse it to legit, you can move.
I mean, so with you, I mean, and learning to invest in yourself and getting your business together first. That's what made you on point first. But I want to get down to that first project, that first little situation. You did the first song with Janet. Shit started going crazy, so you know you had something.
Right.
Ran into the situation. You know what? You know what I mean? My shit going over here. Boom, I'm gonna go over here. Did you have a situation as far as a project or EP, anything going before you got that deal? We ain't even got it to that yet. We talking about somebody with deals right here.
Right.
So what I'm saying, before we even got there, did you have the business? You had the commodity to sell beforehand? Because most people think I can do one song and then goddamn get me a deal and then try to create this whole album, create this whole project with no plan, no nothing.
Right.
Talk to me.
So after I realized I had a single, I went through the situation I told you guys with the police and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You know that I put everything I own into the music after that. I started off with about 100,000, but that was street money.
Yeah.
So what I did was I said, you know what? Whatever I got to do, studio time, whatever. I just started dropping. So the first event I did was a Bad Boy event. I went to New York, and Puffy had an event on Broadway. It was my boy. It was Puffy, Pierre Harvey. Then it was my boy Drawzilla, which is a big producer in New York. That's still my partner to this day, and my partner Jay Hatch. I went to New York to do a showcase for them, right? So when I went to New York to do a showcase for them, I ended up, meeting a lot of different big dogs, and a lot of different big engineers and stuff like that, which was Drawzilla and a couple other people, and then it kind of went from there. My first deal situation was actually with Koch.
Let's go.
And Koch Records, at the time, Jim Jones was the exec over there. See, a lot of people don't know. This is how deep people don't understand
give it to
how
him,
this
Jig.
music is.
Give it to him.
A lot of people don't know that if it wasn't for Jim Jones, a lot of y'all wouldn't even heard that Dipset shit. Jim Jones was the mastermind behind that Dipset shit. Because Jimmy was always an exec at every label. He was the exec at Koch. He was the exec at Sony. He was the exec at Warner Brothers. So all that old Cameron and Jewel shit, he was pushing it through.
It was Jim
pushing it through. So that's why I met Jim at. Then Khaled, DJ Khaled was exec over at Koch. I met Khaled over there. I met T-Pain over there. You know, everybody, because Koch was killing them back then.
Let's go.
Alan Groundberg was the owner of Koch. He was killing them. Everybody was killing. Everybody was, Koch was probably the biggest label at the time.
Koch was a big label at the time.
At the time. So then, after,
I think 50 Cent, a couple of his artists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So after that happened, then I ended up getting a situation with Universal Bungalow. Now Universal Bungalow was a different branch under Universal, but they had put people on solo projects like Busy Bone. They had Patti LaBelle. They put Patti LaBelle solo project out, and I was over there. That situation didn't do too good. They ended up owing me some bread. It is what it is. But after that happened, I ended up signing to Dr. Dre's son.
Let's go. You said Dr. Dre's son.
Dr. Dre's son.
In the mix.
Yeah, Aftermath. I ended up signing to Dr. Dre's son, Curtis Young. Curtis Young had a label called Forever Young, ENT.
Let's go.
That was connected with Universal Grooves. So I was over there with him. Shout out to Curtis Young. I love him, man.
Shout out Curtis Young,
dope cat, man. I met a lot of
good business over there.
Good business. I met a lot of big dog cats on the West Coast because of him, man. You know what I'm saying? He a real humble dude. I used to always be, hey man, come on, let's go over your daddy crib. But he was always like, nah, Jig, I'm doing my own thing, bro. Like, so, and I to this day I respect him for it because he never used his daddy name.
To be able to get what
the industry was trying to get him to use the name because, and I had to tell him one day, I said, bro, Stop running from it. You Dre's son, bro. It is what it is. Your daddy is one of the best to ever do it. He was like, I understand that, but he just wanted to be himself, and I respect him for that. But great business over there with him. Him and Tiffany Gaines, salute to her as well. Freeway Rick Ross, that's like my uncle, man. I love him to death. You know what I'm saying? I still rock with him to this day as well, too, man. You know what I'm saying?
King of the game.
So after I did that situation, you know, Curtis kind of came at me and was like, "Yo, bro, you your own dude. You don't really need, you don't need me, bro. Like, you know, I'm finna go do this." I think he kind of like started, him and his wife started doing like the Christian thing a little bit, and he was like, "Man, you don't need me." I was trying to hang on to him, like, "Nah, man," but he was like, "Nah, man, you don't need me, bro. Like, you your own dude." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess he's right." You know what I'm saying? So then I ended up getting the situation I got now, and I ain't gonna lie, the first deal that they came at me with, they came at me with it was a 6-figure deal, but what they wanted back before I got any money, it was gonna give me what they was gonna give me up front, and then they told me that I wasn't gonna get no more money until I gave them almost $800,000 back, which was like a meal. I'm like, man, I'm not about to take this couple $100,000 for me to have to give y'all almost a meal ticket before I get a check. I'm good. So I turned it down, and at first, like other artists, I'm gonna keep it real.
Keep it a bean.
Like other artists that don't be understanding contracts, I'm smart enough to say, okay, I got relationships with real lawyers. Let me call my lawyer friend.
Right.
Hey, go over this with me, man. I don't know what this little term mean right here.
No, I got you.
Okay, send it to me, Jig. Send it to him. No, we're not doing that. And then he told me why.
Was your first deal? Was your first deal the way you wanted it, or was your first deal something that you learned from and made better decisions?
Yeah, my first deal was something I learned from.
Let's go.
It wasn't. It wasn't what it was.
Most people think they can get into a situation like you off rip.
No.
Jig. Like a nigga feel like he got a hot song, he can get into a situation like you. So
and it's even harder now to get in the situation because at the end of the day, like now, what people don't understand, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Game for sale.
A lot of people don't understand that these major labels are in the red, bro. And they in the red because they gave out so much money to a lot of artists and they didn't recoup their bread back.
Let's go.
So now what they doing now is they trying to catch the recreative artists like 2 Chainz, somebody that got motion. The Lucci's, the people
got motion before I even sit down at the table with
So that's what they looking for now. They looking for the young Dolph, R.I.P. him, people like that got motion already because it's easier for them to be like, oh, well, you already getting so and so a show. How can we get in with you? But people like Dolph, smart. I don't want your money because guess what? Why am I gonna take your money if I'm already getting? Think about it. If you an artist, you getting $30,000 a show. Bruh, you good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna split that.
I'm not splitting that with you.
Yeah.
So what they try to do is be like, okay, well, how can we turn that $30,000 into you getting $100,000 or $60,000? But that means you gonna have to cut them in.
Facts.
So why am I gonna cut you in on something if I'm already eating good?
I mean, you're an artist. You're a dope artist. Definitely with deals on the table. Definitely got deals going on right now. What made you decide? You know what I mean? I'm gonna work with the labels versus just doing this shit independent myself. Because you came into the game with bread. You came into the game with it. You feel me?
Because one thing about it is this, like, the thing that the labels got that we don't have as individuals is they got a push button to get you cracking tomorrow.
Let's go.
See what I'm saying?
That's
like,
some real shit. They
can get you popping tomorrow. So that's why sometimes you hear people say something about. I know everybody done heard the terminology of the 360 deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what you're doing and you can get in the right situation, the 360 deal ain't got to be bad. You can make it work for yourself.
Say.
I've heard artists say that.
Young Thug himself said, bro,
Yeah.
I had no problem signing that 360 deal because I know how to get myself up out of there.
Yeah, he
I had a product. I already knew what it was before
Yeah.
I even got there.
Yeah.
So I ain't had no problem signing that as far as for artists that got their business together, that got their mind on their shoulders, got the product, the whole nine. There's nothing wrong with signing a 360 deal.
Only problem, only thing you have to look for when you're dealing with a 360 deal is understanding the terminology that's in that contract. Don't get fooled. Don't let it go over your head. And also not locking in for a long time.
Let's go.
See, like me, if I was trying to like really get cracking tomorrow, and I know, damn, my name don't really carry no weight, but if I mess with the label, I can my name can start carrying weight. Then at that point, I'm like, well, can we do some business and lock me in for a year? Because guess what? After that year, I'm done with you. But guess what? That 1 year, all it takes, I'm cracking. You understand what I'm saying? Now you done got me cracking from that 1 year. It's off to the races after that.
Now we can sit down to talk, negotiate the deal, renegotiate the deal, get a better deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the deal somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, your first deal. I know we talked about your first time. Like you said, you learned a lot from the first time you signed. What was the most important thing you learned from the first time you signed your first deal?
What was the first thing I went now?
What I mean was the most important thing, because you said you took what you learned from your first deal and applied them to your next couple deals to be able to have better deals. What did you learn particularly from the first deal that learned you to be able to make better decisions on your next couple deals?
Just understanding that, you know, with contracts, man, it ain't the verbiage that you can see. It's the verbiage you can't see.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let's go.
That's what you got to really worry about. That's the leery thing about contract. If you can see how this water say Aquafina,
Let's go.
you can see that's big as hell.
Big as fuck.
You can't see that little shit unless you got superb eyes.
Not at all.
Feel what I'm saying?
You gotta pick the bottle up.
Now you got to pick the bottle up. Now you picking the bottle up, and now that word sound kind of strange. Now this is what artists be doing, right? Artists be so gassed up to thinking that they the shit because, oh yeah, the so-and-so's trying to sign me. But you don't even know you signing your whole life away. Why? All because you ain't even looking, you don't understand the verbiage. If you don't understand the verbiage, the smart thing you could do is just be like, okay, hey, I appreciate you guys' offer. Let me ponder on this for a week, or let me ponder on this for a few days, or let me go over this with my team, and we'll get back at you. Don't get gassed up and say, all right, bet, come on.
Take the first deal.
Take the first deal. And that's how artists be doing. They take the first deal and they end up wondering like, damn, I ain't got nothing but a car and a chain.
You said,
you feel me? That's why.
I mean, you knew you had something before you came to the table.
Right.
You knew you had something before you came to the table.
Right.
Either, like we just said, like they don't fuck with you not unless you do, at this particular time, got some type of setup or some type of motion going.
You got to.
So, you know when they sit down at the table with you, you got some type of negotiating power. It's on you to be able to understand your business and what you got going on to be able to negotiate that.
Right.
Do you feel like artists should do that for themselves, or do you feel like they should be able to put somebody in a position to do that? Do you feel like, because you're an artist that can do that for themselves,
right,
put together a team, make the business decisions, the whole nine. You feel like these young niggas can do that?
I think that a young man could do this if he properly educate himself. You know what I mean? He properly educate himself on business.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And properly educate himself on, because the biggest thing is having funding. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's go.
A lot of artists be feeling like, don't feel like you're too good to get a job, bro. You gotta have money to put behind yourself.
Y'all better stop, man. Y'all better stop.
Never too
Quit
man,
capping.
man.
Like a lot of these
Stop
artists,
playing with yours,
all of these artists be want to cap and act like they living that life. But guess what? This shit costs money. So if you gotta sell socks, if you gotta go to fucking Family Dollar, Dollar General, whatever you gotta do, if you serious, go stack you some money to put in your shit.
I feel like you came in. I feel like you came in the game with a different mentality.
I did.
Because you already had bread on you.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about like what can you do for me, and I need to sign a 360 to be able to goddamn put food on the table. I already had food on the table.
But let me give y'all some real game.
Talk to them.
And this for the artists.
Tap in, pay attention.
It's the real game right here. For artists, if you don't got no money, make yourself valuable to somebody that, like, if you come to me and then you got talent but you ain't got no bread, you got to come at a person with some kind of value. Like, you got to bring some kind of value to the table. Like, if I see that you good at something that I usually pay for, but I'd be like, damn, if I add him to the team, that can enhance of me having to do this and that.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit, dude.
So if you ain't got no money, make yourself valuable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come with some value to the table. Like, don't just come at somebody like a Rick Ross or people that can help you with, oh man, I can rap, I'm the hottest nigga out. Man, they hear that shit all the time.
Facts.
I don't expect you to meet me and tell me, hey man, my name MC so-and-so, so I'm trash. You're not gonna tell me that.
Nah.
You supposed to tell me you dope.
The hottest nigga out.
So I don't care about that. What I care about is what else you got to come with it. Now if you come to me and say, man, I'm a dope artist, I'm the dopest artist out, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. But if you start talking to me and say, I'm the dopest artist out, man, I'm a great engineer, I do mixing and mastering, I this, I that, all of a sudden, I'm gonna stop in my tracks and be like, hold up.
Let's go.
You got some shit to bring to the table.
Now, that's a real shit.
Now you make it interesting.
No, okay, that's what's up. I mean, you saw a lot of artists perform over the last weekend, like real talk. One of the biggest judges out there, man, y'all better understand, Ugly Money Music Summer was crazy. Jug was on there. If shit wasn't moving without Jug, like real talk. So I will say, you saw a lot of different artists.
Right.
What did you notice as far as what artists is not bringing to their live stage performances and just that stage presence, just their presence when they introduce? Because you ran into a lot of artists over the last couple of weekends, just introducing themselves and seeing them perform.
Right.
What do you see they lacking? And what do you see that they are not lacking? Talk to me.
I think a lot of artists lack the fact that, you know, one thing I can't stand with showcases in general is when you come with your little team, they come with their little team. As soon as you perform, you leave. That's a complete turnoff to me because I feel like everybody should support everybody. You're not no bigger than the next artist, so why are you acting like you the headliner? It's a showcase.
Facts.
And my next thing of it is, a lot of artists don't like to turn up unless they feel like it's a lot of people there. That's one thing I take pride on is performing because at the end of the day, I don't care if it's 2 people or 2,000. I'm finna act like it's 2,000 when it's 2 people. And that's what I look for when I see artists. When I see artists go hard when there ain't really nobody there, I respect that. And that'll make me mess with them because I like that. That's what I like because that's what I do as an artist, even to this day. And I think
your talent.
Yeah.
You're going to show it every time.
Show it every time.
Regardless if it's 2 people in there, 2,000 in the building. Give them that same show that you was giving at the atrium, at the privacy lounge, at the smallest little club hole in the wall. I need to see that same energy every single time.
Every time.
Let me ask you this: what do you like better, like performing, being an artist, or like everything else?
Outside of that,
I like performing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like performing because I've been doing it so long, man. I feel like that a lot of people in life haven't really tapped into what's their purpose of even being here. And I think that's where a lot of people lose themselves at in life and be broke and be unhappy because they still ain't learned themselves to understand why am I alive. Everybody's alive for a purpose.
Exactly.
Everybody is on earth for a purpose. And I think if people start tapping into what's their purpose, they'll win in life. Because life ain't nothing but chess, bro.
It ain't.
That's all it is chess.
I agree, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody, if y'all ever notice, most people that's great chess players, they usually know how to navigate through life. Real talk.
I mean, so you always seen it like that as far as, I mean, I could do this deal, but I need to be playing chess to be able to move ahead for the next situation.
Well, I think that me just being a hustler is what kind of like
put you in that mind.
Kind of put me in that mind frame of knowing how to navigate because I always was the type of person where even now to this day, people be like, man, sit down, you always grind, you always this. But I feel like it'd be hard for me to sleep because I feel like when I'm sleeping, somebody else making moves. You know what I'm saying? Something else I could have did. Like so it'd be hard for me to. It'd be hard for me to just
too much
sit around.
Today, man.
You know what I'm saying? It'd just be too hard for me to sit around and not do certain shit, man. Because I be feeling like, damn, like I feel like I'm really one of the ones. You always hear the terminology, sleep when you die. That's really if sleep was you die was a person, y'all looking at him. You feel me?
Let's go.
Like I'm gonna keep it G. Like I'm out here. I just had real life surgery on my left foot. I'm not even supposed to be on my foot. I've been out here doing tours. I've been on the West Coast doing tours. You understand me?
Baltimore next month.
Because I'm not playing. Like I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. You know, the doctor's like, man, you know, you gotta chill out, blah blah. Take it easy. And I do take it easy, but it's just the fact of me being a boss, me being a leader.
Still gotta move.
I still gotta move, and not only that though, I still got real boss man bills.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
You pay the boss to be the boss.
Yeah, you gonna pay to be the boss. You feel me?
Facts.
And that's another thing people be out here doing.
Let them know.
You use the word boss too loosely. If you a real boss, bosses employ people, man. Bosses change lives. If you ain't never employed nobody or never changed no life, you can't keep running around here talking about you a boss.
That's some real shit.
For real.
That's some real shit. I mean, how important it is to have the right team around you, and not just friends, people you actually employ to make their life better.
It's very important, man. It's not important just for them, but it's important for you as the artist and as the businessman, because at the end of the day, man, Jordan didn't win them championships by himself. He had to have Pippen. He had to have Paxson. He had to have Craig Hodges. He had to have Bill Cartwright. So guess what? That's what I want on my team. If I'm Jordan on my team, give me the Pippen, give me the this, give me the that.
So I can pass the ball.
Yeah, so I can pass the ball.
I mean, Puffy said something that was hella dope to me. He said, bro, I don't have to know how to do everything. I just gotta have the right people around me that know how to do what I don't know how to do. I mean, Joe, you got a whole team around you, man.
And you can't be scared to spend money. You can't be scared to spend money, man. Like a lot of artists don't be wanting to spend no money. I be seeing I do little platform with the music reviews. But like I tell them, I'm like, man, I'm doing music reviews for $20 and $30. But if I
got to spend on.
But the thing about it with me, not only am I doing that, but I'm giving opportunities. Like, okay, if I like your record, I'm gonna spin it on iHeart. We get 3 million listens a day.
Let's go.
So you mean to tell me I got a chance to get my record played for $30?
Yeah.
And you and oh man, I can't do it. Come on, man. Like at the end of the day,
you don't
man,
believe in yourself at that point.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, man, if you not ready to spend no money, just ain't for you.
Well, can I say this though too on some real shit? It's not even what we talked about before. The labels is not really even fuck with you if you're not in that position.
No,
and you literally had to spend money on yourself to even be able to get on the labels radar, bro.
Yep, you do.
We not fucking with you, bro, because you was in the corner and we saw you and you had the most talent out today. We not fucking with you on that. You literally had to have the algorithm together, your social media together, your presence together, and all that shit costs money. Fact. So if you're not willing to spend money to even get on that level, bro, you cannot fuck with me, bro, because you're not even willing to spend money on yourself. That don't make no sense, bro.
Another thing
That's
is
crazy.
too, like when these artists is out here and you in the club, you in the strip club, you gotta pay that DJ to spin your shit. You can't wait for the radio.
Man, you see the niggas on stage, goddamn, throwing 200.
Yeah, and
bro, you gotta put that 200 in your mix and mastering.
You may be charging $25, $35. That DJ at that strip club gonna be hitting you for $50, $100.
Nah, nigga, don't be at KOD's. It's $100 a spin.
$100.
$100 a spin, nigga.
That's a fact.
It's $100 a spin.
And y'all tripping over 20 and 30?
But that's the thing, and that's why when I see that, don't get me wrong, I don't expect everybody to have big bread, but at the end of the day, I expect you to be able to be in a situation too. Like if I gotta invest in myself, I got to.
Facts.
Not no. Oh, because a lot of artists, man, I run into some artists, a lot of artists be feeling like I'm supposed to.
No.
Nigga, I ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, if I like you, okay, cool. But me, I'm attracted to stuff like, if I see your grind, like, you got to be like a bank. You can't go to the ATM and put in 300 and then go to the tomorrow and say, I want 1,000.
Yeah.
You only put in 300.
Yeah, boy, you only get that 300 back.
That's all you getting.
Matter of fact, you getting 250.
Right.
Because we need 50 to make sure you going to come back to the goddamn bank.
Yeah.
On God, like real talk, I do believe, like I said, bro, if the labels, nowadays, like we said, the labels is not going to support you on that type of method, bro. That type of mentality.
No.
And you got to have some type of motion. And your ass got to have some type of trend on TikTok nowadays. And to even fuck with TikTok, you got to spend money.
You got to spend money.
If you want to be honest with you. So at the end of the day, I do believe, and like I said, fucking with artists who do believe in themselves. Not saying, bro, I'm not asking you to spend your last, bro. I'm not asking you to spend your last. But you telling me this is the hardest song or whatever, what have you put towards it financially to be able to make it harder for everybody else to see?
Exactly.
Not just me, what you telling me on the street and rapping that shit and passing me a CD.
Right.
Because I don't even take CD. I don't even got a CD player in my car no more.
Right.
You got a CD player, Bigg Jigg?
No. Not at all.
You got a CD player in your car? No, nigga. So, bro, if I can't stream it, bro, and that means you had to financially put yourself in a position for me to even stream it, bro. I don't want to hear it. Like, real talk.
But, like, that also make me wonder, like, because studio time ain't free.
No.
Facts.
No. So unless you your own engineer and you dope. But even then, it still ain't free because you had to spend your money to get the things you need to record.
Facts.
So
we're not even talking about the visuals and all the extra shit that come with it.
That never I never understood that as an art. Well, as these artists coming up now, like you don't want to spend that money. Like I wish when I was rapping, you was rapping, motherfuckers was doing music reviews for $20.
They wasn't doing that. They
wasn't doing it.
Spend my shit for $20.
See, how much you invested in yourself bro? Because to me, it sounds like to me your story is, bro, I invested in myself before I was even able to sit at the table with these niggas.
I was.
How much you had to invest in yourself before you even sit at the table
Man,
with these niggas?
off the rip, man.
Let's go.
Off the rip, I probably invested, like I said, about a good $80,000 to $90,000 before I really started.
Let's go.
Heavy, and even to this day, I invested, $100,000. Damn, I invested. Real talk, bro. I invested at least $100,000 every year on myself.
And marketing, just
in marketing,
promoting the whole nine.
Because a lot of people don't understand, like at the end of the day, man, like it ain't the music that go. It's what you put behind it. The machine is the marketing. Yeah. The machine is the visuals. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not because my bars are so hot. Don't nobody care about your damn bars.
Well, they said, but they real talk say, but it ain't even about talent no more.
It ain't.
If you can find any nigga with talent out here nowadays.
I can make you talented.
You can write a bar like
Yeah.
T.I. did Bow Wow.
Yeah.
I can make you a hot song. You're going to have to pay me. You're going to have to pay the engineer. You're going to have to pay the goddamn producer. You're going to have to pay the mixer. You're going to have to pay the... If you ain't got that money to goddamn put behind it, what the fuck is you doing this for?
But I think that what was sad about a lot of this shit is the fact that artists rather invest money into looking like they're the man instead of being the fucking man.
Let's go.
Feel what I'm saying? I would rather put my money into being the fucking man versus looking like. When I say looking like, the starter kit. Let me go get the chain.
Yeah, gotta get the
Let me get the watch. Let me get the hat. Let me get the Alexander McQueen.
Gotta get
the skinny jeans.
Let me go get the rainbow fitting jeans. You feel me? Like, let me get all that type of shit first. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of you saying, you know what? Let me put this money into my mixing, my mastering, my visuals, my merch and shit like that. Like, man, it's people out here.
I heard a quote. Like, real talk. Your boys say, I mean, shit, sometimes skip that going to the club to throw money just to perform your song. Put that shit in your mixer and master.
Yeah.
Somebody say, fuck that. Skip that one time going to that open mic just to spend some money to look like you got it and put that shit into your marketing. Skip that goddamn just showing out just to say I got it and stunt in the Hellcat and the Charger to pull up for one night when you just spent $600 and you could have put that into your marketing budget.
Yeah.
But do me a favor as a hip hop head, a lover of music. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all shit mixed, man. Mixed down, mixed up, whatever y'all need to do. Like, get that shit mixed and mastered, like they say. Spend that extra money, because, like, you know what I'm saying, we have music showcases. Everything don't be clear.
Shit, right. All that shit
sounding all crazy.
Right.
We talking to the ones.
Mic sound.
We talking to Bigg Jigg to actually hear that shit.
Yeah,
how often do you hear that? Like, you hear artists that come up and don't have their shit mixed and mastered. Is it 95%? Is it 50%? Is it?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, bro. I'm gonna say it's at least about 75 to 80%.
Let's go.
Because a lot of these cats, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they just be so in tune with trying to, let me record my shit on BandLab on the phone.
Yeah.
Let me record, because there's so many different softwares that you can use now on the go softwares and shit like that they not taking the time out to go to a quality studio. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, it's important to go to a quality studio.
What's a quality studio to you in Atlanta that you fuck with?
I fuck with my brother's studio, Nietzsche shit. I fuck with his shit.
Money got a studio over there.
I got my own studio, Go-To Man Music Studio.
Let's
My
go.
shit's solid.
Y'all plug in.
Stankonia is solid. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with they shit. Drummer Boy shit is solid.
Facts.
I fuck with Drummer Boy Studio. So it's a few of them I mess with. You know what I'm saying?
If you really out here networking.
Yeah, if you're really out here moving around, you know what I'm saying? You can find you a dope studio to go to for real. You know what I mean?
No, that's what's up. I mean, I want to get into the artists too. We talking to the businessman right now, Bigg Jigg, but I want to get into the artists too as well, because like I said, I'm a fan of the music as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we had to go into the music catalog of what Bigg Jigg got going on, what would be that record that you say, like, bro, if y'all want to goddamn get to know me, this is the one you need to go check out?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to say because I got over 4,000 records.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So
we on Tupac level with this shit, man.
So I got a lot of records, man. But the records, the record that's going crazy right now is the See About You. The See About You record going crazy right now. That's the record that, and it's crazy because that's a record that I really recorded on some humbug, fucking off in the studio, wasn't even being serious. But when I did the record and I let a couple of my DJ partners hear, they like, that's the one. You tripping. I said, really?
So the record you played around with was the one that actually everybody said,
yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I mean, making music, bro, like, sometimes, like I said, you run into those records where you just actually kind of put together, and those actually be the ones that everybody gravitate to. What's the word I'm looking for? Gravitate to. Like, most definitely. I mean, shit. When you first started doing music, Bigg Jigg, like, real talk, did you know, like, you had something different? Because to me, I don't hear you as any other regular artist. Like, real talk.
I knew I had something different because my sound, like, everybody off the rip, when they first heard me, was like, yo, your sound is going to take you far.
Facts.
Like, when everybody first heard me, everybody immediately, even now, but immediately off the rip, you sound like Scarface. You sound like Slim Thug. You sound, you and Kevin Gates sound like. You and this, like, everybody immediately start, you know what I'm saying, comparing me, yeah.
I mean, that comparison, did you take offense to that? Did you take that in stride as far as knowing that
I used to take offense to it a little bit when they try to say I sound like cats that I've been out way before.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, these niggas sound like me.
It sound like me.
It sound like me, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, not no more. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I knew coming in the game that I was going to be different because I wanted to be different. Not only that, though, I knew that I was going to create my own lane.
Let's go.
Because it's so crazy because with a lot of artists, see, what I see a lot of artists do around the world, period, is they try to mimic other artists. Well, he got on, let me act like that.
Yeah.
And I be trying to tell you what worked for that person ain't gonna work for you. So what I did was I created my own lane. Like I got gospel records, man. I got pop records. I wrote a couple records for Flow Rider. You know what I'm saying? Like I got pop records. By the way, the record I wrote for Flow Rider, he didn't use it, but I know if he would have made millions.
Still cashed out on it though.
Yeah.
Still cashed out on it.
Yes,
don't get it twisted. The business was still there.
Still there
when he did it.
Yeah.
I will say like real talk.
Shout out to Flow Rider. I fuck with him alone with it.
Even being a writer, even being a writer for other artists and shit like that, like I said, because you not just say that, bro, I want to be an artist, bro. You got yourself behind a business. You got yourself behind the publishing. You got yourself. I mean, do you feel like an artist can just be an artist, or do you feel like you need to expand your business at all times? It shouldn't just say I'm an artist and just be an artist.
Right.
I mean, talk to me, like real talk, because you chose not to do that. You could have just been a dope artist and fell into the lane with everybody else. But you go, Jigg get money from publishing, from shows, from artists,
right.
from different avenues. A lot of artists just want to be artists.
Because
is that the way to go?
No, that's definitely not the way to go. See, and that's the thing about it. And I ain't gonna expose people, but I see a lot. I'm just gonna say this, and y'all probably can put it together when I say this. A lot of artists that's big dog artists could be really making executive moves, putting other people on, but they don't want to let that spotlight go.
Let's go.
See, I never was that type of dude. I never cared about the spotlight that much. Like, if I see something in you and I feel like I can make some money with you, man, I don't care. Cause think about it. If I've been in the game this long and I got my fan base is gonna be my fan base regardless. Yeah. I ain't worried about you taking my fan base. If anything, I'm gonna enhance off your fan base because now I'm looking more of an executive and a boss because why? I put you on.
So you about to grow.
So I'm about to grow.
Exactly.
And you about to grow.
Exactly.
So, but a lot of some of these big dog artists don't want to fall back.
So my question to you is, do you suggest an artist signing to another artist? You know, they had that big debate, that big issue of artists signing to other artists, like artists signing to Gucci Man or artists signing to the CMG or signing to another artist. How do you feel about that debate? We're talking to a real artist right here, so we got to get it. We got to get it.
I think that
artist signing to another.
I don't think that it's bad for an artist to sign to another artist, man. Only way I think that it's bad is if that artist is more focused on himself being an artist still. Because if I'm the big dog artist if I'm the captain of my ship and I'm the big dog artist and I'm so focused on me, then I'm gonna definitely put you on the back burner right now. But if I'm an artist that's kind of established to the point where, like for instance, like Yo Gotti had his time, he popping. Now he done made a lot of money, so he can fall back for a minute and put the gorillas and the Moneybag Yos and people on. And then guess what? After he done put them on and he making more money, man, hell man, let me put out another record. See, that's how I look at it now.
Let's go.
Like I don't mind putting my all behind somebody And then once I get them shaking, and now I'm getting money off them, they getting money, I'm getting money. Hell, okay, cool. Let me put out another record. But I feel like if an artist if you come in trying to sign to an artist, and you end up having to compete with that artist that you signed it to, that's a loss. It's gonna be an L for you.
Well, let's talk about an artist like Drake then, because we know Drake always attached themselves to the hottest, new, youngest artists.
Right.
Now, you know what I mean. Young Thug made a comment on Breakfast Club saying that, you know what I mean, Drake ain't looking for clout. He actually is the clout. You understand what I'm saying? So anytime he attaches himself to a particular artist, he actually helping them. Do you feel it that way, or do you feel like Drake is staying relevant by attaching themselves to artists that's being hot at a particular time?
I don't think
business. Talk to me.
I don't think that that's bad business. I think that that's kind of smart, actually. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, if this is why people like, because if you notice how Drake get down, everything Drake, people like Drake, and y'all heard of the it factor, right?
Yeah, okay.
People like Drake and Chris Brown is the it factor. So most of the time, anything they touch is gonna go. Feel me? I ain't never seen a song Chris Brown ever got on or Drake ever got on that didn't go.
That didn't go.
So they pick and choose because of their status in the business. They pick and choose to themselves to be like, I like the Migos. I think they're gonna be next. Let me jump in on this Versace song.
Facts, and that's exactly what he did.
That's what he did.
Exactly what he did.
I like 21 Savage. We jump in on this 21 Savage song. You know what I'm saying?
Got him
popping.
Got him
You know what I mean? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's cool because at the end of the day, you know, not only is that's helping them, but it's keeping you relevant as well.
It's good business.
It's good business.
I mean, when you look for an artist, I mean, we stop playing. We got a whole label. We got a whole situation on here. Jill got his own shit going on.
Right.
So if he fuck with you, you might be able to make something happen.
Exactly.
What do you look for when you see an artist? Like, real talk. What do you look for in an artist?
When I see an artist, man, like, I want to see their work ethic. I want to see how they work the stage. I want to see how they interact, how they network. I want to see all of that because at the end of the day, you know, your network is your net worth. So I want to see all of that. I want to see how you get out.
I heard that fucking phrase the other day, like fucking at least 3 days ago.
Yeah, that's
and
a
that
fact.
shit hit hard, like real talk.
That's a fact.
One
bro.
more time again, bro. Your network is your fucking network.
It's your network. Because you know what? I see so many times that I go to be on the panels and these showcases, and some of these artists be acting so goddamn cool, like I'm gonna sit against the wall with my people, and I ain't even gonna network. That's the dumbest shit ever. That's dumb. Ain't nothing smart about that. Because when you go out to these showcases, guess what? If you're not known and don't nobody know you, that's your chance to get people to know you. That's your chance to rub elbows with people.
Let's go.
And guess what? If you go into these summits and these different events and you're not getting however many, if it's 60 people in the room, nigga, that's supposed to be 60 different Instagrams that's supposed to be following you.
I mean, that's one thing I promote. Like, definitely when I do my open mics and my showcases and things as well, it's not just an open mic, it's actually a networking event.
Right.
Like, you might have, or somebody in this room might be able to add to your team that you don't got.
Right.
But you don't know if you're just being an artist, just sitting by yourself.
Right.
Like you said, when to perform your song and then leave, instead of networking with every artist in here,
right.
Networking with every Q in here, because you might find the editor that you might need. You might find the camera guy that you might need. You might find the feature you might need. So it is definitely, to me, like real talk, I don't throw open mics, bro. I throw networking events, and we all network together. And when I say, man, you got a lot of shit going on, too. What can we look forward to, Bigg Jigg? Like, you got some shit going on.
I should have brought them. I got a new line of chips, man, coming out called Carter Block.
Yes, sir.
I got a new line of chips.
Debuted at Ugly Money Summit. Like, stop playing with it. Like, real talk.
I got a new bag of chips coming out, man, called Carter Block ENT, Bigg Jigg snacks out of the Bay Area. Salute to everybody in the Bay.
Let's go.
Bird and Roscoe, appreciate y'all. I got my single "See About You" is going crazy right now. So
let's go. All platforms?
Yeah, all platforms out right now.
Tap in, all platforms.
We actually about to reshoot the video. We got a video out for it, but we finna reshoot another video, and I'm actually shooting a movie. I'm shooting a movie for the song. It's called the "See About You" movie.
Not just the music, man.
Yeah, so I'm actually shooting a movie for the song. I'm doing a casting call real soon, probably another week or two. I'm doing a casting call for it.
Yes. I'm gonna show up.
So I got that going on. Then I got a big record out with platinum recording artist Baby Bash called Pictures. That's going crazy right now. Shout out to Empire. Shout out to Baby Bash for jumping on the record. So, you know what I'm saying? I got that going on. I got my new podcast called Talk to Him Jig Podcast.
Y'all better talk to him, man. Hopefully
You know
I
what
can be
I'm
a
saying?
guest on that
For
thing.
sure, you definitely gonna be a guest on
Hopefully
that.
I'll be a guest on that thing.
I got that going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm still at iHeartRadio as well, you know what I'm saying? So I'm helping a lot of artists break their music.
I mean, shit, you got the music reviews going crazy, man. You got
Right.
to plug at RR Radio.
Right.
Like, I definitely want to plug people in, like, real talk, just to be able to understand, like I said, when you fucking with you, like, I fuck with you, but at the same time, too, the things I can do for you, the things I can help you with, can be a lot more beneficial to you than you helping me. So understand, when you come to me, come direct with business. Am I speaking out of turn, Bigg
That's a
Jigg?
fact, you're right. That's a
I'm
fact.
not speaking out of turn. I'm not speaking out of turn. So I will say, like, real talk. Project right now, you got shit dropping. What we can find right now on Spotify? What can we find right now that's out on flat right now?
Oh man, I got
You said
I got
come
too
on
many
now.
records. I
Come
got
on
too many
now.
records right now,
40,000
man.
songs.
Yeah, I got my catalog exists of like 40,000 records. I mean, not 40,000, but 4,000 records. But right now, man, I got hundreds of records and mixtapes online. And,
Let's go.
you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is type in Bigg Jigg, Biggjiggj.
Y'all better Google my guy. Y'all better Google my guy.
I'm everywhere, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I Googled him, and when I say shit went flooded, like real talk, you can click on Instagram, Facebook, this, Spotify, this, that. Like real talk. I mean, bro, I don't see you just as an artist, man. I see you as a businessman. I see you as a mogul, like real talk. Not only making moves here in Atlanta, coming from Vegas, got plays in Baltimore, got plays all over the city, like
Right.
real talk. I just want to get this last little piece as far as how artists feel like right now, like if I blow up local, I'm gonna make it. Cause you didn't go on that. You didn't go off that theory, bro. You didn't go off if I just stay here and blow up locally. You took that shit on the road.
Right.
How important that is, bro.
That's very important, man, because at the end of the day, like, you know, unfortunately, in this music business, it's your hometown usually be the last people that jump on the bandwagon.
Facts.
Because the hometown, it's almost like you got to go out, prove yourself, and then once you prove yourself, now when you come back home, everybody feel like you owe them. Oh, man, I remember when, but you was the same cat that probably didn't believe in me, but now I
Boy, and kept it walking.
right, I kept it moving to come back home. Now it's like, oh, you believe in me. So, you know, it's very important to move around. This music business is almost like having a truck driving job.
Let's go, man.
Truck,
That's a real shit.
truck drivers only make money when they what? On the road.
Real facts.
And that's how you gotta treat the music business. That's what I do. I treat the music business as such. When I'm on the go, I'm gonna eat. If I'm not on the go, I'm not gonna eat.
That's some real ass analogy right there.
That's some real
That's
shit.
a real ass analogy. Treat this shit like you a truck driver, bro. If you not on the road, bro, you not eat on some real shit. I mean, shit. What's the difference between being? I mean, you travel from state to state with this shit.
Right.
What's the difference between Atlanta and going from state to state with this shit?
Shout out to first of all, shout out to Atlanta, you know, but going state to state is funny because every time I go to different states and I talk about, you know, me living in Atlanta, everybody be so fantasized with coming to Atlanta.
Facts.
But I have to explain to them like Atlanta ain't what you think it is, neither though.
You feel like it's more love outside of the city than in the city?
At times I
Talk
feel
to
like
me.
that.
Talk to
At
me,
times
sir.
I feel like that. I feel like Atlanta is a spot that everybody feel like they done made it already. Everybody feel like
Let's go.
everybody feel like they're that female, everybody feel like they're that dude. And a lot of times there's a lot of people that ain't really put that work in yet. You know what I'm saying? But they just feel like, oh, because Atlanta got the stigma now of, you know, Black Hollywood. I'm Black Hollywood.
You made it.
Yeah, I'm Black Hollywood, but they don't understand that you got to really come to Atlanta with your own fucking movement. You got to come here with your own. You got to come here with your shit together with your own movement. If you thinking you gonna come here and just become this greatest person in the world, it's not gonna happen.
I feel like it's different classes in Atlanta, like real
Right.
talk. Like you can make it to this level in Atlanta, but you still haven't made it to that level in Atlanta.
Right.
You can make it to the open showcase market circuit and be known everywhere, but there's still two other levels that you haven't even touched yet.
Fact.
In Atlanta.
Right.
Cause you can be in Buckhead every other weekend, every other day on some type of shit.
Yeah.
Or you can be on goddamn Airwood on every other day on some type of shit.
Because there's always something going down in Atlanta. Always.
I mean,
There's always
when I
something going
say,
on.
man, there's so much game that you niggas got today. I feel like I'm only gonna put this interview on Patreon because I swear to God, y'all niggas need to pay for what this nigga just said on some real shit. Jill, like real talk, you let them know what's going on. I will say, bro, if they want to find you, support you, even goddamn reach out to you to be able to network themselves, to be able to build themselves in a better position, where can they find you at?
And you can find me at on Instagram at BIGG_JIGG, or you can find me check out my website, therealbiggjigg.com.
Let's go. Some website behind that shit, what?
TherealBiggjigg.com. Get some new Bigg Jigg merch, women and men merch. Also, you can even, you want to get at me about business, you want to do some features or whatever, you can DM me on the Instagram, or you can tap into my people at 347-690-5202. I'm doing hosting, I'm doing features, I'm traveling around the world still doing what I do, man. So we can get it in at any time, any given time. As long as when you making the call to my people, you calling about business, man.
Let's go, man.
You know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. It's nothing. Easy.
Man.
Shout out to my new podcast. Like I said, we jumping it off next week. The first person I'm gonna have on there is my dog, Grammy Award winning producer, King James Worthy.
Let's go, man.
He dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm
go.
gonna have him on there, and then we're gonna go from there with it, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody that know me, I done already interviewed some of the biggest people in the game, from Gilly the Kid to Fiend to Drummer Boy to Goody Mob to Trey Songz. I done interviewed some of everybody, man. So we just gonna make this thing bigger and
so
better.
So this is gonna be an extension of what you already been doing.
Yeah.
Everybody tap in, catch up with the train.
Yeah.
Like real talkers, we've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
When I say, man, most game, I'm not even finna call this $1 million worth of game. This shit $2 million worth of game. Like real talk. When I say, man, you're talking to somebody who's actually doing it, who's actually in the game and actually progressing. When I say it's an honor to have him on my podcast, most definitely. Rapping Lakes, man, we in the building, man. Ether in the building. Y'all would understand, man. Bigg Jigg in the building. When I say, I'm not even gonna put this shit out. This shit is going on Patreon because you niggas need to pay for this one right here. I will say thank you again, Bigg Jigg.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. For real, family. I appreciate you, family.
Nah,
for real.
Thank you, brother.
man.
Thank you again, man. Shouts out to B Moss, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
B Moss.
Studios, we in the building, man. That's my brother.
Norris.
You know how we do, man. When I say I feel like I'm moving a little bit better by sitting by niggas like this, man. Pay attention, stay tapped in. Again, man, shouts out Bigg Jigg. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully this ain't the first one, this ain't the last one.
Not at all.
And we can do some mixed production as far as with on his show too as well. So y'all tap in. First show starting next week.
Yeah.
Y'all better tap in because I'm damn sure gonna tap in, man. Y'all know what it is.
Also, man, be looking out for these little networking events that me and my dog about to get to together,
about to get
man.
into it.
And I will be live in Baltimore, November 18th, man. Shout out to GI Studios, and shout out to the whole Be More. And y'all been trying to get me down there for 2 years. Well, I'm on my way now.
It's going down
now, man.
Y'all better tap in, man. Flyers up right now. Y'all better tap in. And we posting them on our shit too, man, y'all. If you in Be More, if you trying to go to Be More, tap in locally. Like when I say, man, shit going down, real big business. And again, this shit going on Patreon. I ain't even finna put this shit on YouTube. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Bigg Jigg in the building.
Y'all know what it is, man. If you don't know the name, check the motherfucking chain, man. We in here, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.